What's up, Grow Fam? It's Wednesday.
Hey,
Once again, it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. We all need that little something to get us through the rest of the week, right? I don't know, but today's Wednesday. It's another Waylon Wednesday on Grow Fam. What's up, Grow Fam? How's it going, everybody? It's Wednesday once again. Switching audio tonight. Yeah, so tonight, okay, we're good to go. Grow Fam Wednesday, Waylon Wednesday. What's up, Grow Fam? Getting that middle of the week going on right now. We're gonna have a little sesh. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna give away Grow Fam box tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waylon Wednesday, powered by Grow Fam. All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. Waylon Wednesday on Grow Fam. We are on the Indoor Farmer Rumble channel as well. If you guys are interested in Rumble, ask me about that. But yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy midweek sesh. It's time to maybe, we'll have some fun and maybe find some information out at the same time. All right, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? We got another We Grow Wednesday for you guys. It is finally, Lord, thank you so much. Finally, it is January 31st, guys. January 31st, 2024. Let's go. All right. So, we've got an excellent show for you guys today. Some things that are near and dear to my heart, and it's going to be a really entertaining show for you guys. We've got a musician intermission planned. We've got an awesome guest for you guys tonight, Stewart Microgreens. You may have seen the, you may or may not have read the description of the video. But we're going to pull them up here in just a minute. It's been a great week, guys. I don't know if you've seen the Talk It Out Tuesday with Purple Harris Gardens yesterday. You've seen the Master Rochi Monday, vibing out with Mama Rochi. It's a great time. And now here we are on Wednesday. We Grow Wednesday. Got 19 people in the house on the Facebook side. What's up, Rumble? Rumble was really particularly impressive last night. Did the Indoor Farmer Reviews last night, number 62. That was fun. Go check that out. It was the Riverfront Market. The Winter Riverfront Market. There's over 100 different booths. I didn't even get to them all. It was just, there was a lot of pictures, and it was a really good show. And it was not even, it was like a farmer's market and a regular event at the same time. There was just so much going on. So check that out for sure. What's up, Taggy Wayne? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I see a lot of people already hitting those comments. Thank you, guys. We do have a $10 gift card going out to from the growfam.com tonight. And I'm thinking if we can get up there a little bit, we might actually go with another little pack. I might do, if we keep it rolling per se, I might do a rolling tray from the growfam.com. So let's go. And I think we have a standing rule to give you guys an engraved hat made by Grassroots Designs for growfam.com if we can get to that 100 mark. So, let's get to tagging and sharing if you can. Really, really appreciate it. And if you want to help us in that algorithm, go to my page, Waylon Indoor Farmer, hit that like button, tag, share, hit a comment, and then do the same thing on the homestead. It really, you double it up. You really help out a lot. So thank you guys that are the ones helping. Appreciate that for sure. Let's see. Was there anything else I had to go over? No, I don't think so. Let's bring up our guest and let's get to cracking, guys. What is up, Scott?
Hello.
We've got Scott with Stewart Microgreens in the house, guys. I want you guys to help us out, showing him some love in the comments. Make sure you hit some emojis. We want to find you guys following his page after this for sure. So, Scott, I'm sure you do much more than microgreens, clearly by the pictures that I chose that we found for you on the intro. So we're going to get into that a little bit, but and I want to, I always like to pick the brains of the small business person. Where did it start? Why did it start? Those kind of things. We're gonna get into it, but first and foremost, you're a veteran, right? Isn't that how I met you? Through the on the front and center.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I served from 93 to 97 with 2nd Marine Division.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I lived with Marines for a few months. I was in the Army. But I was like loaned out to them for a little while. It was an interesting time, to say the least. I won't hold you accountable or anything. But yes, we met over there in Vet Codes. Shouts out to Vet Codes. Tuesdays and Thursdays I do my show over there, and the front and center that he does is pretty fun. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for the tags. Please hit that like button and share it out. What's up, Brad? Welcome. Glad to have you, he says. That's what I'm talking about, Brad. Here we go. Brad, we got Valerie showing some love. Heck yeah, guys. Very, very cool. So I don't know a lot about you, Scott. I did look around your Facebook page and everything. I saw some really awesome, stuff that has to do with the microgreens. But then I happen to see the firefighting. Is that something that you still do?
No, because of my health, I've had to step down as a firefighter after 23 years.
Yeah, I can't imagine that you could do that for an elongated period of time. Just because of I don't know if that's the health issues, but man, just like the fumes, just everything about it, the work is it's not easy. So give it up for him.
Back in '98, I was in a car accident going to a fire call, and I was dead twice in a coma 6 months. Because of that, I have a traumatic brain injury. And back in 2016, I was having strokes, and seizures. So because of that, that's why I had to step down as a firefighter, and I had to step down as my work as a security officer as well.
That sucks because you probably liked it. Sorry, go ahead.
I loved it. I love being a firefighter and helping people out. And Just like in the Marines, no matter how bad it was, the situation was, you threw somebody in there and we took care of the problem.
100%. So, but you found something that I think the same thing I found for some of the same reasons, that a lot of vets are getting into farming, and you don't have to have a 40 acres and a mule to be a farmer,
Uh,
you know.
I
So
have right now a third of an acre, and third of that is my house, and I grow vertically.
yes, that's what I'm talking about. So you grow some things inside too.
Oh yes, everything I grow is
Congrats.
inside.
Well, I would love to, pick your brain for personal reasons. We won't get into all that. I'm not going to sit here and take notes on all of it, but I will say that did you learn from somebody? Was there a source that you maybe that you used to get into the microgreen business? Was it a book
Back
that you read?
back in 1992, our I was belonged to the Future Farmers of America in high school,
Yes,
and
FFA.
we built a greenhouse, and then we started a tilapia fish aquaponic system, and we used the fish water to grow lettuce, and it was completely organic, no chemicals in it whatsoever. It was delicious, crispy lettuce, and we would sell the lettuce to customers, and we would also sell it to the high school as well.
That blows my mind. It was in 92.
Yes, we started the building in 1990. It was finished in 1992, and we moved everything up to the new building, and that was 92. And
That
I used that experience to grow my business today.
that is crazy. So, man, that's a whole nother, that's a side topic. But I wonder what you think it is that made it explode in the last 10 years, that it skipped like 20 years before you really even heard anything about it. I'm doing aquaponics myself, and it's not like it's mainstream yet, but I would say that indoor growing, stacked microgreens, all of that stuff has boomed, and probably I'd give it 5 years for sure. I don't know about 10 years ish. What do you think about that? It's kind of a side question, but
There are microgreen growing farms all over the world now, and celebrities like George Clooney's brother's doing one in New York City. But it's happening all over the world, and the reason that is one, it's 100% organic, it's natural, microgreens taste great. They go with everything. Um, so if you're a vegan or omnivore or a carnivore, these are really good. You like sweet, you like sour, you like spicy, we have it. And not only that, but you can grow it with my kids, especially. Um, you can grow them in your house, so you know what goes into them, and you can see what it tastes like.
right. I would say that it's a double-edged sword until you know what you're doing, because you can definitely be, eating some things that you've grown that maybe you shouldn't. I've had some issues that I've been trying to get over. I have pets, and I bought a house that was a little bit bigger than normal than I needed, because I wanted to do what, like what we're talking about, growing indoors. But it's not dialed in yet. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm on my way. So you've been doing this. So you were in a program then, but did you think about it being a business at that time? Is that when when did you get into it as
Well,
Stewart Microgreens?
I grew up on a farm and was in FFA. After graduation high school, then I went into the military, and I served in the Marine from '93 to '97. And then I had my accident, which caused a traumatic brain injury. And then once I started having my seizures and my strokes, I was sitting at home. And all my life I've been known, work. If you want to take care of your family, you need to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I couldn't work a normal job, and I still can't. Um, and I said, you know what? I need to do something. That's why I started thinking about what I did back in high school. And I said let me look into it a little bit more. And I said, I used to grow this stuff when I was on the farm. Going out to the field, grabbing corn was only this tall and eating it. And I can tell you, it needs more water. It needs more fertilizer. I can tell you what it needed. Now I just took all that experience and said, I'm starting a business. And I did. And I started that in 2017. And Stewart Microgreens has been growing ever since. And now I'm in multiple restaurants I'm just utilizing the experience of what I did when I was a child and when I did in high
Did you
school.
call it microgreens then? Sorry to cut you off there.
No, we call it lunch.
Yeah, it was just like, but there's some things that you can and can't eat at that stage. So it's just you just knew that at one point, I guess.
Yeah, I just knew. I just didn't know we called it microgreens.
Like potatoes, you're not supposed to eat potato greens. But somebody found that out at one point. Somebody had to do that, right? But okay, so that's pretty cool. Is there anything else that you grow?
I do. I do a spicy one right now. This is wasabi.
All right, let me pull you up full, or at least a little bigger here. Wasabi. Okay, I like it.
It is really good because it's spicy, but it's not overpowering. When you think of wasabi, when you get those little packets, a lot of times that's just horseradish and it's colored green. This is actual wasabi plants, and I don't grow them in the full size. I grow them to microgreens. Wonderful flavor, nice crunch to it, and it has a little hint of spice to it at the end. Really good on tacos and just sandwiches in general.
I like that you go to that variety because I've been experimenting with I've had a few different kinds, not the spicy kind, but I've had like sweet, and the sunflowers are really awesome. I really love the sunflowers. If you guys are out there and you don't know what microgreens are, let us know. Throw the comments, throw your questions out there, and we'll see if we can get those answered. But I'm going to put up the hashtag for our giveaway tonight. See if I think a number works in there. Let's see if that works. But yeah, so I appreciate anybody that pivots and is like, okay, I will not let that hold me down, not let that keep me back. And that is exactly the type of spirit that you have to be anybody that wants to build your own business, for one, but that's just a business side. The other side, growing plants, is a different kind of beast. Like, it's not just a business. It's not just jump into this, I'm going to do it. You kind of have to have it as a hobby first. That's why I've been sort of doing it as a hobby for a couple of years to really get immersed into it and letting things fail on purpose, letting things, not like really fall apart, obviously, but like little things happening to it so that I can get some experience from that. And so people that fail, a lot of times they jump into it as a business, like immediately, like they're going to just sell it. It's not easy.
Yeah, we had two businesses here in Elmira. One kid watched a few YouTube videos and started a microgreen business, and 3 years later he's gone. There was a lot he didn't take into consideration. When you look into any business, whether it's growing microgreens, farming, or any business in general, you have to look at so many aspects of that religion or that business that it becomes a religion to you. You have to look at every little aspect. Where is that money going? Do I have to spend that much money? You have to break things down immensely. And that's what I did with microgreens. And fortunately for me, my customers love me. I'm picking up more restaurants, and you have to stay focused. Mm-hmm. And if you're not doing it in any business, then you're going to fail. And it's a sad truth.
So that's kind of my problem is I'm, focusing on too many things. And sometimes it's just what I like to do, I guess. A big thank you for what? Que pasa? Big thank you. For what, Ganji lovers? What's up, bro? I have to have them to cook, Valerie says, for the microgreens. I tell you what, they are awesome to cook with. I take what little I grow right now. I grow some carrots, some radish in this just like 1 gallon pot. I'm throwing some water in there from my fish tank, and I grow a little parsley. I'm actually not 100% sure. It might be a carrot that I have growing in the aquaponics system, which is kind of weird because it's a root vegetable and I didn't think it would do well, but I don't know. It's either a carrot or parsley. I might be wrong about that. I've got basil growing, but that's not necessarily a microgreen.
Yes, it is. I'm growing it right now.
So you can eat it like that. Okay.
Yes. Chefs love it.
So I had mine. It just goes nuts, though. It grew so big, it's like a tree, and it's just everywhere. And I have to try to trim it back and do some drying of it and whatnot. So
when it's microgreen, you can eat the leaf and the stem, and it's really potent, really strong in flavor.
Very cool. I might have to do that because basil really works well in the aquaponics. I'm growing some mint, and let's see what else. Well, potatoes, of course, but those are not doing so well. I had some issues, but hey, we're working on that. I've experimented with different things with some predatory mites and different good guy bugs and such. So what do you do with microgreens since they're mostly covered? Is there any sort of a worry about pests? I mean, I know you probably like maybe mold might be the only issue.
The biggest thing with me is with mold, especially when I plant the seeds, I spray it with hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is an all-natural product. All it is water with an extra oxygen element. That's all it is. And what that does is that keeps that mold down. It also helps keep down any potential for there's mold gnats.
Mm-hmm.
And just and I know there's companies out there who say they don't use fans, but I highly recommend it because when you think of a plant outside, it's out in the elements and with the wind blowing, and it gets stronger from that air.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a microgreen growing in a stagnant air, potential for mold and bugs is greater.
Yeah, I found that out. The powdery mildew was, and I mean, between not having enough airflow and also being a noob and like letting the RO water overflow the bucket because an RO system, like it just trickles out and you're just like waiting forever. So you walk away to go do something else, forget about it. And then you come back to a big puddle in the basement. And I've done that too many times. So yeah, until I figured that out. So now I've got that all under control.
I'll show you right here. This is the wasabi, the very base of it. People think that's mold, and that is root hairs. And that's just the hairs coming off the roots. And they a lot of times they think, oh, it's mold, they'll throw it away. And don't do that. Just all you do is spray with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, and you'll be fine.
Strange. Okay. Yeah. People need to look closer too sometimes. I have a little magnifier, and I think with the cannabis world, you'll see that with a lot more people that can use gadgets to look closely. The hottest ones I use for salsa. Geez. So some people growing some peppers, some hot peppers. Are peppers a microgreen?
I've never grown them.
So
I've always grown them as the full size. I've never tried them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can eat the leaves of peppers, but maybe. I'd be worried. I'd have to research it. I wouldn't just try it, guys. Don't be out there just trying it. Somebody's tried it before, I'm sure. You just have to check it out. Parsley, cilantro, thyme, garlic, chives. People mix microgreens and herbs together. Is that incorrect, or is that
that's correct? You have this wonderful flavor from the microgreens. You throw in a little bit of some herbs in it, and it's delicious. It really is.
Now we're starting to get some momentum, guys. We've already blown through the fun stuff. We talked about how Scott was a firefighter for a long time. Maybe we'll ask you some if there's any cool stories from there. I mean, maybe not cool, but like insane. But we got 30. We've got 38 now in the house. Come on, I'm not going to spin this at least until we get to 50. I'm hoping if we get to 75. I'll give away a GrowFam rolling tray. We got 15 over on the Rumble. So what's up, Rumble? We're going to see if Rumble can beat us over on Facebook. Yesterday's show, Rumble was beating all of the other ones combined for almost my entire show. If that makes any sense, I'm on like 8 other platforms, but Rumble alone was beating them. So it just tells you which algorithms are actually free. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you about nutrients. So we around here, we talk about the lovely Foop. Oh wait, not that one. This one. Sorry. I don't know if you've heard of Foop, but it's our sponsor here at GrowFam, and they have a pretty simple product. You know, it's made from fish emulsions, and it's. You know, I mean, you might add other things with it. You can add the GrowFam Wizard Tea that Ash makes and sells on the growfam.com. What is it that you do as far as nutrients?
Actually, I've used Food before for my microgreens. It gives them a wonderful flavor, and especially when it hits the light, it grew so much more greener. It brought in a lot more nutrients to the plant as well.
So did you? I guess find any microgreens that vary much different than other ones? Like as far as their timing to grow, most of them is like what, a week to 10 days. But is there anything out there that's like crazy? It's like,
Okay, this was planted 2 weeks ago. This was planted on Monday.
Okay, so that's about a week difference, and it's the same thing, right?
Nope, this is daikon radish.
Oh, I see.
One.
So
That's
pretty
about 5
big.
inches long.
That's 1 week, so that's pretty different. So that is pretty different then, I guess. It grows a little less dense too, I guess. Stretches a little bit more than the other one.
Well, what I do is I keep them under shade a little bit longer, because my customers really like the lengthy stems. And then the last 2 days before I harvest, I put them under the grow lights, and they really green up.
Oh, I see. Give them a little deprivation, and then they really pop when they come back out. Okay, so there's a lot of little tricks like that. I know with microgreens, some people will put like a tray on top of it and like weigh them down. And I don't know if you do that with everyone. So I'm so like noob. Like I know there's some of them that you might want to do that, like sunflowers. You want to push them down and keep them weighed down. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. One of the rule of thumbs that I do is the bigger the seed, the more you have to do. Like peas with sunflower, even with beans as well. You put that on there, that weight, and it pushes that into the soil a little bit more. That soil contact is very important. And with that weight on top of it, as it's growing stronger. It's got to push that weight up because it thinks it has soil on top of it. It has to push through that soil.
Sure, but why is it that? So it's just the bigger plants or the bigger seeds. Are you typically more hardy and they have more strength? I guess
Yes.
I'm not sure how to. Okay.
Anything that's smaller than the pea seeds, my radish seeds is probably the largest ones. I'll do anything bigger than that. I'll put a weight on. But if the radish seeds smaller, I don't put any weight on. But what I do is I put a lid on it, so it has the heat and it keeps that moisture. It gets absorbed into it. Every day I'll hit it with hydrogen peroxide a couple times, and then 2 to 3 days it'll start germinating. With the radish, within 2 days you'll be about an inch long, and you just take that lid off, and you can just start growing green radish. Like I said, I leave mine under the shade a little bit.
Yeah, my radish I was experimenting with. It was a single radish. I just kept cutting, and I would just eat the leaves that were growing at the early parts. And then one time I let it go, and it just vined out in these like 3 different directions. This crazy radish with flowers on the end of it. Plants are so weird. Like if I was to go by the book with things, I would not know that there are ways to make things vine. You can make plants vine that don't normally vine, or at least stretch, I guess you might want to call it. I don't know what you call it, but there's ways to like make lettuce vine and do things with plants that you may not ever really think about. So I like that part of it, but I do need to hone into something like you did and start to churn out something that can turn $1, right? All right. So I think I've picture. Don't give us away any of the trade secrets or nothing, but what is it? What's your favorite microgreen? I guess that's
right now. It's my spicy Asian mustard. It is literally the hottest one I have. When I harvest it, I have to step back so I can breathe.
Wow. So is that like the way that horseradish can be hot? Is it an Asian mustard?
It is hotter.
I know, but like, I don't know if people realize like a horseradish is different than like a jalapeno as far as like the reason that they're hot. And I don't know. I've never a mustard. I guess like a spicy mustard. Yeah, I guess I've had a couple of those. But you're talking about a really, really, really spicy one. Okay.
Yeah.
Asian mustard.
Asian mustard is incredible.
I see. Okay, I see. I like it though. I mean, you might want to just put like a tiny bit on something, but you could mix it in there, I guess. Okay, cool. What was it that? Oh, you're in New York, right?
Yes.
Do you travel and go to events or markets and stuff like that, or just?
Oh yeah, I go to farmers markets. I belong to a couple great markets. One is the Chamberlain Acres in Elmira. It's the Southern Tier's only year-round farmers market. It's a florist that he uses the greenhouse in the wintertime and when it's rainy. He supports agriculture. Glenn and Charlie are two of the greatest guys you'll ever meet. You have any questions, they will be more than glad to help you and answer them.
Speaking of, Billy wants to know what kind of lights you use on the microgreens. I know they don't need super intensive ones.
Nope.
But
It's really funny. You can use grow lights to get the really expensive lighting systems. However, I just use the $20 shop lights I get from Hobby Lobby. Or Lowe's.
I know. I bought like on Amazon. You can buy these lights that link up together, and you can get like 10 of them for $60, and they're really not that bad. Lauren wants to know: Have you ever grown watercress?
Yes, matter of fact, I have it growing downstairs right now.
I've never heard of watercress. Is that just a green?
It's like a lettuce almost, between like a lettuce and a kale. It's delicious.
Yeah, Billy, I haven't either, and it's really interesting because the term microgreen is such a broad term now. Because I don't know if you call it a broad term, maybe more so it includes a lot of things now. And so anything at all that you can eat in its infancy, I guess, is a microgreen, right?
Well, what it is, when a plant grows, it gets the first set of leaves, and when it gets its first true set of leaves, is when it comes up, it has that first set of leaves, and then there's that first true set of leaves. That from that size smaller is microgreen, and anything larger than that becomes a baby vegetable.
I see, and there's some things you can eat at that point too, but they change and their nutrients starts to explode out into those bigger leaves, and then spreads away, and then you end up with less per volume of the plant nutrients. Okay, so I see a lot of good questions out there. Rose wants to know if you live in New York. I believe so, Rose. Let's see, there are many plants. Basically, Joe, basically, like what he's saying is what he just said. I'll repeat it for him: is that if it's the first true set of leaves on that plant and then smaller, it's a microgreen. So that's a good rule of thumb per se. So let me change up a little bit. I'm going to ask you about cannabis and whether you grow it and what you like and any of that, because the Grow Fam wants to know. But I want to push real fast, guys. We've got a musician intermission coming up. You do not want to miss out. I want to see some more people in the house for her to come in and feel really welcome, because guess what? She's the first ever female musician I've got to come on my show, and I got to bring her on Grow Fam on Wednesday. Normally I do the musician intermissions on a Monday, but I'm actually trying to spread that out to every day of the week, Monday through Thursday. Game night, I don't know if it would work on a Sunday. I do game nights on Sunday, so I don't know if musician intermission would work on that one. But let's just make sure that she knows she's welcome here on the Grow Fam. Hit those like buttons and share us out, guys. Please, please, please. And like I said, we've got some more giveaways if we can get some folks in the house. Definitely want to show that love. And if you haven't gone over to both sides, that really helps. Go share it from my page and from the homestead, or hit the like button at least on both sides. Heck, share us out of Facebook. Share us on Twitter. Share us on, TikTok. I don't know, wherever you kids share these days. So speaking of, Scott, what is it that you do? Facebook, right? But is there anything, you do a lot of social media? Do you push ads?
I do have a Facebook account. I have an Instagram account. And I have my own website as well.
Oh, let's pull that up while we're hanging out. Is it just stewartmicrogreens.com?
.net.
Okay. .net. So any I guess tips for new business owners? I might have misspelled that. stewartmicrogreens.net. Oh, there it goes. Finally. It was didn't like it at first.
As far as new business owners, check out in your area. For example, here in this part of New York, there's a place called Incubator Works. It's an organization of people who are executives or retired in the business industry who've gotten together and created a platform to teach other businesses, especially small businesses and entrepreneurs about business. It was a 12-week class, and at the end of it, you do a pitch. If you do good on the pitch, you got $300. Then there's
Wow.
then there's a second class. When you complete it, you get $3,000 without questions.
Wow. Just
Um,
as a sort of dual investment, like you're investing your time into them and they're investing something back into you. Wow.
and so check out your area. Check with the Small Business Administration. Check out the SCORE. Um, there's so many people out there willing to help you to look at your business and a business idea, and they're willing to tweak it and help you out, and they'll do it for free.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm bad about being able to connect with some. I go to a lot of local events, and there is a couple of local resources that I've connected with, and then lost connection. I need to find them in my email, and then and so I need to get into that myself. But I have also started a Kickstarter campaign. It's not launched yet, but it's something I can do anytime I've got it ready anyway. So this is okay. So let's look at what you got for products. Do you sell a kit to people? Is that what this is here?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
That you can order online on my website. And it comes with the instructions, and on the left is the instruction manual. It comes with a recipe card because a lot of people don't know what to do with microgreens, so I put a recipe card in there. And when I give you seeds with your kit, when you go to the store, whether it be Lowe's, Walmart, or anywhere to buy a little bag of seeds, you may get like 20, 30 seeds and you're paying $1.50 for. When I give you a bag of seeds, this is the pea seed. You cannot get that anywhere for $15.
Let me see that. Okay.
This is wasabi.
Wasabi. I just want to say that every time you say that. Wasabi.
And this is a spicy salad mix right here. And when you try to buy this as a small packet anywhere, this is $2 to $5. And with my grow kit, you're getting this amount of seeds for $15. You're getting the grow tray, the spray bottle, you get the grow medium, you get the seeds, you get a recipe card, the instruction manual. Nobody else has that.
So you make the seed and everything, yeah. So that's a different step, That's another whole thing altogether. When did you decide to do that pretty right away, or was it like that's a different leap, isn't it, to be able to?
Yes, these kits are only about a year old. Because when I wanted to bring nutrition to the area, I noticed a lot of people, because of especially the area that were getting older or were having problems going out to the stores and getting it. So I created this kit so that people can grow their own food at home.
I love it, man. I love it because I've always said this, no matter how much I can grow, we will always need more people to grow more things. And even if it came to the point where you were right next to me, I would just grow something different. There's 1,000 other plants that you probably aren't growing that, so like there's really so much room for people in this kind of industry. And it's like, and I love to see people that are doing that, to where not only are you providing to restaurants, but then you're also trying to let people do some for themselves and learn it themselves, because that's really the joy. Is like, I don't know about you, but it's like I love to see that spark in people's eyes when they start to think about, oh, I could grow, I could do this, I could do, I could start doing, and it just kind of opens their mind to the facts, because cannabis is one of those things. And actually, I meant to bring you back to cannabis. We got 3 minutes here. We're going to pull up. We're going to have our musician intermission. Let's get them in. We're 56 deep now, guys. I think the algorithm woke up because we went to both sides. You guys were hitting us on both sides with the like buttons and the shares. Thank you very much. I saw Jess sharing us out to IG and Twitter and such. So heck yeah. Or go to Twitter if you're on there and share or reshare my video that's live on Twitter right now. That would be really helpful. I'm in a new group over there and love to see some of those guys pop through. So for the last couple minutes here, what do you think about cannabis? Is that something you partake? Is it something that you go ahead?
I grew up in a very strict family. Mother and father were both in the Army. Grandfather was in the Army. Both of them became police officers. So it was a huge no-no. And I really didn't get into it until I got in the Marines when I was down south. And then when I came here to New York, it was illegal, and it was difficult. It really was. Um, Now it's legal in the state of New York, and I just got a package today from Aaron Proctor. You knew him from Vet Codes.
Yeah.
He hooked me up with some gummies. And then one of the reasons I support cannabis 100% is because of my brain injury. I'm on a lot of medication. I'm on 15 different medications right now. And a lot of that medication I shouldn't be on. And the gummies have been helping me immensely. And I really think that with cannabis, it's an industry and a medicinal help for everybody. Everyone's like, oh, the side effects and everything else. All right, well, let's look at the other side effects. Let's look at tobacco. What are the good side effects of that? None. What are the good side effects of alcohol? You have too much alcohol. What happens?
I mean, if you have like you know the old school, like if you get the bullet wound, you pour some brandy on it. You know,
Yep.
I don't know, just kidding. But that's only slightly better than the other things. But you're right. There's definitely a huge difference. And oh man, not to sidetrack you, but I just watched a story about our prescription medications, and I believe it was mostly Mexico, and obviously that trickles up here on the shelves of pharmacies by gunpoint from the back end, hush hush, you better put this on your shelves kind of a deal. And they're being I'm gonna hide my torch for a minute here. They're being forced to carry things, and the medications are being manufactured in like a garage somewhere, and it's got all kinds of things in it. It's not just poisonous. Sometimes it's just there's nothing in it, right? It's just not medicine. And it's sad. And so growing your own is about the best way that we can go. And with that being said, we'll get back. We'll pick up back there with the with medicine and growing your own food and health and nutrition. But we are gonna take a quick little intermission. I'm heating up to do a little medicinal intake myself. And let me see here. I might try a little bit of the glove. Try some glove over here. You remember, guys, no glove, no love. So we're going to try some of that. And we're gonna listen to some musical stylings. I want to see the comments light up. Hit that like button, and definitely go and check out our two guests tonight. So what do you think, Scott? Take a few minutes break here and listen to some tunes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, everybody. Let's bring up our musician intermission. All right, we've got Stephanie here. What's up, Stephanie? Doing well. Scott and we are going to just be little flies on the wall over here. We're gonna mute ourselves, and we're gonna just let you take us away and listen to what you got going on. We got Ophelia's band. I didn't realize that was the name. I was using your name, so we want to remind people that she does have the band name there. But yeah, take us away.
Band is my band name. I am on the platforms for streaming under Ophelia's band. So when I perform with other musicians, that's what I like to call myself, because like you were kind of saying earlier, it's always a team sport when you're trying to get something accomplished. So but these are my songs that I wrote. So thanks for having me. I'm gonna get started with one of the first songs I ever wrote, called Blessed Angel. So if you're ever missing somebody, this song might be for you. Blessed angel in the sky, watching over you tonight. Anytime I'm feeling sad, I remember all the good we had. In the morning sun, you will be closer than ever, no dream. Blessed angel, I believe one day we'll be eternal. You were with us, it ain't no lie. You were born to help us survive. It's all over now. We'll get through this somehow. Blessed angel, the time has come. But one day we'll return as one. Blessed angel, always see the best you gave to me. You were with us, it ain't no lie. You were born to help us survive. It's all over now. We'll get through this somehow. Somehow. You were only passing through. No space, no time could ever hold you. Can't hold you. Blessed angel, I believe there's no other place you'd rather be than to carry us through the night, lead us to the morning light. You were with us, it ain't no lie. You were born to help us survive. It's all over now. We'll get through this somehow. Somehow.
Woo! Yeah. Everybody was loving that for sure. Let's give you the business. Here, how about one of these? Yeah. All right.
Appreciate it. That's called Blessed Angel. You can find that on my YouTube channel, Ophelia's Band, if you like that song. I haven't recorded that yet. That's in the works. I'm planning to do like an EP, and of course have like other musicians playing along on it. So I'm praying. For
You're so quiet now that you're not singing. You went to quiet now that you're not singing. So that's harder. Yeah. Yeah. Don't be afraid to.
Oh, I don't live in Elmira, New York, though, but I live in Illinois. That was Scott earlier.
Yes.
I've never been to Elmira, New York, though.
A lot of history here.
I've only been to New York City.
Thanks, Zachary. Shout outs from Tank Cultivation. Tank Cultivation, loving the content. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I do 5 shows a week. Grow Fam. I try to do it big on Wednesdays. Bring the awesome guests, and if you got one more, we're welcome. You're welcome to play one if you.
Sure. This is the one I just released on streaming. So like if you're a Spotify user, it's out there. Spotify, iTunes, and all that stuff. So this one's called "Living in a Cheater's Paradise." So a little more lighthearted. It's just more about my online dating experience, as a single person. So for all you singletons out there, I sympathize.
I feel you on that one.
We're doing what we can. Living in a cheater's paradise, hoping that I don't have to pay the price. Walking as far as these feet will go, wondering, will I see anyone I know? Times get hard and we get sad, but I move my feet to avoid getting mad. So I keep on walking as far as the eye can see. Don't mess around, I'll shut it down, that's a guarantee. Finally, I can see I'm on my way. Double down, any bets on me you're taking today. Say that love is just one gamble. Treat 'em right, there's no need for a preamble. Still living in a cheater's paradise. Every day our hearts, they pay the price. Walking or running wild and free, never ever get your dirty hooks in me.
Yes, I personally really love the whistling, I gotta say. Yeah, I love whistling. I whistle more than I sing, so it's just something for me. But
There you go. There you go.
so, well, we've got you here. Let us know what is it that is there a certain place you'd rather people go to follow the band or follow you your personal page?
I do have a Facebook page for Ophelia's band.
You got real quiet all of a sudden. We can't. I can't.
I do have a Facebook page for Ophelia's band, and I do have a YouTube channel, which I upload content to both. So, and share content like this as well onto that page. So, anytime I'm performing, you could go there to find out. Also, my local area, there's a website called Peoria Music Live, where a lot of other musicians are listed as well. So if you're looking for some entertainment or something to do musically speaking in my local area, you can check that out.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't realize how close you were. You just happened to respond to that mess or the post that I put out. So thank you for that. That's funny. Twice now, someone who I just randomly hit, messaged that was a professional musician. They happened to be that close. That's weird. But Thank you for very much. And I think I'd like to come and what was there another next time that you'll be out live somewhere?
I'm not sure right now. I'm kind of focusing on trying to get recording done on some of these songs. So lately, I've just been hitting open stages and making some fun time music with some other local musicians.
Sure. Yeah, I know there's a lot of like open mic nights and things like that that can be fun. And I can't get out because I not only do I do a late night show, I also have my son a lot of nights. So it's just evenings are rough with me, but weekends, I always get out to events when I can on the weekends. He loves music too. I mean, the kids definitely love the music, but usually at nighttime it's at a bar or somewhere that's
Right.
not
The
kid
venues
friendly.
always vary about how child friendly they can be, but they do a good job, that website, of covering events, even like
Mm-hmm.
at local libraries and things like that, which of
Yep.
course would be non-alcoholic and also non-cannabis serving events.
Sure. I was about to let you go, but before I let you go,
It's legal, so.
right, exactly. That's well, I mean, and even that can vary nowadays. But so while I have you here, and I was just about to ask Scott, but like, what's your favorite? So Scott eats the gummies. So what do you do? Do you smoke? Have you ever done dabs?
I like flour, but I do like gummies just for like pain management. Like I usually tell people I don't take ibuprofen anymore. Like it's a rarity. I have it like
Sure.
almost like as a migraine emergency type, but otherwise my pain management I do through gummies mostly.
Well, I would, you both are making me jealous. Edibles don't do a whole lot for me. So unfortunately, I do the dabs, which is, a little healthier than the flour, but hey, it is what it is. But thank you very much. Is there a strain that's your favorite? You like anything? No? Are you guys, either of you, see, I'm not, there's so many, and it's hard for me to really know which one. And there's people out there that could just name 10 that they're their favorite somehow. And I'm like,
A pretty common strain that I like, that I've gone back to more than once, was White Wedding. Is pretty chill for me.
White Wedding.
And I'm a female too, so my body reacts differently, I feel like, than men's, because like, they said indica I would be in the couch. No, I was up for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? If you're and it depends on how your body's receiving it. You know what I mean? Because if
For
you're
sure.
feeling pain and things like that, like you said, like maybe your body's, it just doesn't have an effect. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you have to find something to go with your cannabinoid
You,
receptors and all that.
you got to figure yourself out. Yep. Everybody's got to do that for themselves for sure. Well, thank you very much again, Stephanie. Guys, give it up for Stephanie. Everybody was already in the comments. Thanks again for that. And yeah, you have a great night. And I'm hoping to see you back again sometime. I'd like to get a good rotation of a couple dozen musicians, especially local ones that pop up whenever they have a free night. Especially when you have something to promote for a new song, a new album, any of that would be great. So
I'm sure we could hook you up with that.
cool. Yeah, I'd love to see the whole band.
I learned some stuff about microgreens today.
There you go.
If you have any questions, if anybody has any questions, feel free to contact me at stewartmicrogreens@yahoo.com.
You and I are going to stay for a little bit longer, but we're going to definitely be hitting that for sure. We want everybody to be thinking about that, even Stephanie, because guess what? We all got to eat. We all need that food. We all need that nutrients. But yes, thanks again, Stephanie. I'll put you in the back there. But yeah, definitely let me know if there's anything out there that you want to promote. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Good night. Oh, sorry. I think she was saying good night. Anyway, I hate the buttons and stuff. I'd love to have a show where I had people here in the studio. That's way down the road, of course. But yeah, that was awesome. Everybody was really appreciative of the music. Everyone said beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice. Yes.
It's definitely, I think, something my son would be up to as well. He loves that. He loves acoustic for sure. Yeah, everyone's still. Thank you for the beautiful music. Yeah, awesome, guys. Very cool. Very cool. Let's pull up the giveaway tool. We're at that hour mark. Before we do that, though, we want to play a little ditty from from our friends over there at Foop. I can't wait for the new Foop biochar that's coming out. I don't have a commercial for that one, but we'll check out the mist spray for now. Oh, yeah. You know, something else I had on the schedule for tonight is the VA Canifest. I know we've been advertising it a lot, guys. I hope anybody by now that's wanted to go has gotten in on one of these ticket giveaways. We are not going to do a hashtag for that because I am not going to fight the dozen people that hashtag for the tickets that aren't anywhere close to it. So no offense on that, but if you guys, I just want to put it out there, shout it out. If anybody wants tickets to the VA Canifest, we can, especially if there's more than one person, we can put you all on a wheel and find a way to get you some tickets. But otherwise, you know, it's not something that it's easy to give away. But I'll play this anyway. It's 30 seconds. It's a wacky and wild advertisement for this Canifest in Virginia. Scott, you're not too far from Virginia. I don't know if it's something that you'd want to go to, but check it out.
Yeah.
It's intense. Check this out.
Get ready for the 3rd Annual Virginia 420 Festival, April the 18th to the 20th. We have 2 great locations, Greenwood, Virginia, and Salem, Virginia. Enjoy cannabis education, comedy, live music, and number 14 bands like Keller Williams, Grateful Dead, Cottonmouth Kings, and way, way more. And let's not forget about the cannabis education outdoor cultivation classes led by the renowned Mark Herrera. Wow! It's a 3-day camping fiesta at Misty Mountain and Garrett Farms. Join the movement all 3 days. Buy your tickets now.
So William says, I want tickets. If you're able to go to that, William, then you know, we can talk offline and I'll put you in touch. I mean, because I don't really know much about it other than we were asked to promote it. And that's fine. I mean, if you're anywhere close, I know that they were trying to give tickets away and it's been kind of difficult. So you are able. Okay. All right, bro. Yeah, I'm going to write your name down, but you're going to have to remember to hit me up as well. Message my profile, not my page. It's a little easier. Waylon Maccabee, if you don't know who I am. Do you know who I am, Scott? Do you know? Oh, sorry. No, I mean, it is funny though, as I do this whole online thing, and nowadays starting a business, you almost have to do social media. You don't necessarily have to do live streams or make a show, but you know, you have to do something on it. You gotta have a presence. Are you on anything besides Facebook?
Instagram is my other one.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to grow into other social media, but I want to do something it's a little bit better, a little more reliable, and something that's not going to be a fly by night.
So Steve-O's here.
Suggestions, I'll take it.
Right. Definitely always openness to brainstorming for sure. William, I'm writing you down now. Steve-O is here, guys. What's up, Steve-O? Steve-O, if you can hear me, bro, we've got William Zuckerman here who actually could take some tickets to the VA Canifest. And he's the only person that I saw say that. And I know we were trying to give away tickets to that. So I don't know if you know anything more about that. Might have to talk to the Ash Father Ash, Brother Ash, Father Brother Ash. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that would be cool if I could get you some tickets, William. It'd be awesome, bro. It's been tough to try to give them away. So we're going to do this spin now. Scott, if you want to get in on the spin, you're welcome to get in. If you have your phone there with you, you could jump in and hashtag and did you do it already?
Not yet.
Hit it. You got your first name is James, but you go by your middle name?
Yes, because my father, my brother, and all my brothers are named James.
You know what's funny about that is my middle name is James, but I go by my first name. I'm on it, Stevo says. Thanks, Stevo. Yeah, bro. That would be cool. I wrote it down. I mean, we can get somebody some tickets that out of the whole thing would be great. I am interested also, Estevan says. Estevan, is that a yes, no, maybe so? Because that would put you guys both on a little wheel, maybe, and maybe we could get a couple others that are able to go. I know this has been an ongoing thing, trying to give it away for a couple weeks now. Give it away now. Let me write down Estevan here. Estevan, I've never really checked out your last name that closely. So, man, I don't know how to say that. It's awesome though. Let's say F Cancer on your profile. I like that. Mr. Burns in the house. What's up? Yes, Esteban. I got Esteban and William Zuckerman, both interested in tickets. That's cool. Exciting. Anyway, we'll do the spin now. We've got 30 people in on this for $10. Nobody wants 10 free bucks to the growfam.com. We've got 60 people watching, got 14 over on the Rumble. What's up, Rumblers? Rumble's actually coming along, guys. Coming along. I did try out the Rumble Studios. I don't know if they have a giveaway tool in there. We'll figure that out later, but it's exciting. They need to fix a few other things as well, but it's on the way. Chris Harris getting in on that hashtag, yeah. Dolores, I think you're in there already. It looks like it didn't. Thank you, William. Yeah, no problem, William. Appreciate you saying something, because I know people have tried a hashtag and then you just get a whole bunch of. Try saying it, Esteban. I said it in my head. Is it Irizarry? Is it Irizarry? What do you think, Scott? I don't want to throw you under the bus. Never mind.
Irizarry.
Irizarry. That's what I said. That's what I'm thinking. All right. I'm giving you guys a couple of seconds. A couple more people have been added. 32 out of 57 people watching on that side. 57 plus 13. I like to always include the Rumblers, because I'm just saying 13. Actually, the same amount of Rumblers are watching as I have on my page on Facebook. So, to me, it's about equal. Hit that follow button. Guys, if you're watching on Rumble, or if you have a Rumble account, please check out my profile and hit the follow button on my different channels, because I have multiple channels on Rumble, and it's a little bit weird the way it's set up. But the Rumble Studios is kind of hooking up to the channels, not my profile. So I'm kind of getting thrown for a loop over there. The Foop Loop. Might have to bring back the Foop Loop on a game night here coming up soon. If you don't know, Scott, I do game night on Sunday, man. I definitely would love to have you stop through for sure on that. It's always fun. Kind of play. It's kind of a game show, I guess, per se.
Okay.
I got it, Esteban. Awesome. Yes, let's go. I should have done this for myself. 1 second here, and that's right. That's right. And Dolores in the house. Heck yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Where are we at? 32 still. All right. No one else has been able to add themselves. So here we go. Good luck. Did you get in there, Scott?
I'm still, my phone's being really slow. It's okay.
Oh, wow. I apologize. I thought you had jumped in. Wow,
Signing up
Mr.
on your page right now.
What's that? Oh, that's Facebook?
Waylon and the Indoor Farmer. I'm signing up right now.
Oh, on Locals. Oh, that's my subscription service. Thank you. Yeah, this is just on Facebook if you want to get in on the giveaway. If we get up to 75 though, guys, I'm going to give away a rolling tray, Grow Fam rolling tray. Congratulations, Esteban. Brother Esteban, we're going to need to get you a code, my friend. Here we go for Brother Esteban. That's right. Good job. Excellent. I believe Sir Steve-O has the codes as well. I'll get you hooked up, my friend. Awesome. So, I don't want to hold you for too long. Scott, let me know when you have to go, my friend. But if
I
we
don't
can
have to
get,
go. I'm good.
okay, we got 60 people, guys. If you can get another 15 people in here, we'll do another giveaway. When we get to 100, we can give a hat away that's got a custom engraving on it. I've got Stephanie. Looks like she's still in the back stage. Heck, we could pull her up and see if she wants to play something else. I don't care. She's like, oh no, how do I get out of here? No, I'm kidding. So about like as far as organic goes, like do you try to keep everything organic? Do you use anything, let's say for pests that's less than organic?
100% organic. I will not go again because of my brain injury and the medications that I'm on. I can't be around chemicals, health wise. And if it's bad for somebody to eat some a carrot from their store that's been grown with pesticides, but it looks good, but it's not good for them. I don't understand that. So I go 100% organic. I will not grow with any chemicals.
Do you know this code Mr. Burns speaks of? He says, I'll tell you all. He says up, up, down, down, BA select start. It's the only code that he knows. I thought there was a couple other ones. Anyway, Mr. Burns is always a character. So, since I wonder if cannabis can be a microgreen since it's edible.
I don't see why not.
That just hit me. It just hit me. It'd be weird.
Here's the thing with microgreens. They're 40 times more nutritious than their full-size counterpart.
Okay.
So if a marijuana microgreen is 40 times more powerful than the full-size counterpart,
it wouldn't have any THC. It would be
no.
But it might have a lot of nutrients in it.
Exactly.
That's an interesting thought. Got about a QP off of one of my Canna autos, Wes. One of your Canna, you got a quarter pound off of an auto. That's pretty impressive. Yes, there's this whole world of growing cannabis that is, I would say, pretty far away from microgreens, except the fact that they're both plants. So it's an interesting crossover because I have some racks in my house that I'm going to fill with microgreen trays and do the whole thing. And it's not like the same racks that you see like the metal ones. These are just like plastic storage racks, but I think they'll work and everything. So I know that code Unlimited Mario Lives, Esteban says. Yeah, I think that's what Steve-O's going to send you. He's going to send you some extra lives with a mushroom. I'm kidding. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that for now and see what I can do. But yeah, it's been I've been learning a lot from you. Thank you very much. And there's a thing called the Farmer Veteran Coalition.
Yes.
Heard this?
Yes, I got a grant from them last year. I got a $5,000 grant from them.
I have no idea how to do any of that. It seems like to me, and nothing in there. I've been with them for years, and I have no idea how to get anything that's anywhere helpful from it. So maybe we'll have to talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, anybody that's out there as a veteran, for sure, specifically, I think I shared out to the vet codes tonight, and I think Boots to Bushes. Both of those groups are good groups for vets. So if you're a veteran, definitely want to join those groups. But also, the Farmer Veteran Coalition is a free thing, and there are resources on the website that I just didn't ever find helpful to me. But evidently, I'm not doing the right things. I need to get into it a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see, 52. Yeah. So we're going the wrong direction. All right. Well, we're going the right direction on Rumble. What's up, Rumble? We're up to 21. We're gonna pass over everyone else just with the Rumble here soon. I love seeing the race, the back and forth, and see which one is doing better. Because right now we've got 40 people on the Grow Fam Homestead. Guys, if you haven't shared it out and hit the like button. In fact, why don't we I could do a wheel for this next giveaway for the sharing and liking of the video. So if anybody, well, that's a lot of work, and it seems like we're going the wrong direction. We'll see what happens. But so Scott, is it how far away? So you can ship that kit pretty much anywhere.
Anywhere in the world.
Okay. And then let me think what other questions, like business wise, so is there something shippable that's edible that you ship? Can you ship microgreens?
As far as microgreens themselves, I can only ship locally. To ship over the country, I would need to have a cooling system involved, some kind of ice pack.
Yeah.
And 2-3 days, being thrown around. I wouldn't guarantee the quality.
Right. So local, man, local fresh is the way to go. Farm to table, right?
And
I'm not
highly
trying to
go to your local farmers markets.
Stephanie, I see you back there still. If you wanna come up, if you're hanging out, I thought maybe you might get bored from us men talking about our plants and such. But feel free to come up. I saw you smoking. What was that? Like did you have a little J back there? A little J action? Uh-oh. I can't hear you. Your audio's all gone. A dogwood? You're super you're at volume 1 now. That's crazy. Maybe your connection with
Can you hear me?
better, but still difficult.
I turned the gain up a little
There
bit.
it is.
Okay.
There she is.
Yeah, it was a pre-roll. I think it might have been a dog walker. Since
Nice.
the dog did need to go out. She was harassing me, so
I
gave her some relief.
So actually, do either of you have children?
2 daughters.
Yeah.
Just a dog mom.
Okay. Well, that's actually dogs are, that's a whole nother thing. But I have one of my sponsors has CBD products for dogs and animal and cats and stuff, which is awesome. But for the kids, though, we've got our friend Ashley Huffman. We call her Smashley in the community here, and she's got Smashley's Garden. Shouts out to Smashley's Garden. But she is a spokesperson / she works with a company. A couple that they do a couple of things. They have one company that makes a tower garden that allows just about anybody to grow some greens with a little hydroponics in their own, somewhat even inside or outside. But then also the other side of things is the Juice Plus, which is for anybody, but it's basically I don't know how many. She'll be able to throw me all the details, how many different fruits and vegetables are shoved into each gummy and stuff. But the thing is, they give it to kids for free, so you get an adult, and it's so anyway. The thing about that is, I need to get my son on it, and also things like probiotics and such, that stuff that we never had to think about as kids. We're just eat another Oreo and shut up, geez. How do you eat healthy these days? Do you go to the grocery store?
Probably healthier back then for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe, like I said, we're finding out there's fake honey on the shelves. There's fake olive oil on the shelves.
When you said that, I didn't know that.
There was a video I watched where there's different tests that you can do to find out if your honey is real honey.
Mm-hmm.
And it blew my mind because they were saying how a lot of it is high fructose corn syrup.
Yes.
And they also said olive oil is mostly it's actually other oils they throw into it as well. And that makes me sad because I made the switch. I was like, I'm not using vegetable oil anymore. That was something that we didn't know about when we were young. And then, I'm going to switch to olive oil. And then, oh shit, I'm actually, I'm still, so what, I got to grow and squish my own olives now. God.
Well, under the USDA, if it's a certain percentage of olive oil, then it can be listed as olive oil. And if you add extras to it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about the label certified organic. So Stephanie, being someone that you said you don't grow, right? You don't grow anything?
No, my mom's the gardener in the family.
So, right. But so when you go and see, didn't get any of that. I actually, it was funny because my mom had a garden and we were never really out in it. And I feel I should have been out there now at this point. But you being someone that
she made me sometimes, but she didn't force me too bad.
Well, okay, it wasn't enough, I guess. But for you to go to this grocery store and when you see organic, all you're thinking in your head is healthier, right?
It's supposed to be, right? That's how it's marketed.
That's the problem it's basically a label that you pay for. You can be just within the parameters of said label. And once you're within those parameters, whatever they are, which is a lot of times not great, which one example I can give is that a farm can have a crop so many feet away that is an organic crop away from the crop that's being sprayed with pesticides. Well, you have a windy day and such, like that's pretty easy to see like what could happen, whether even windy day, animals, pests that move from one side to the other, like any said thing, but wind happens. And it's like, you think what 20 feet of distance is going to keep pesticides over there on that. And so a lot of people have found, like Scott, it's like 100% all natural this, all natural that. Like you can put those things on the label where you don't have to say certified organic. I don't know. Is that something that you have on your label, organic, or no?
I don't have it on there yet. I'm working with the New York agricultural markets representative. I'm trying to become the southern tier of New York's only certified microgreen grower.
Oh, wow.
And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to invite people to the farm and say, hey, this is your food. This is what you're eating. You want to go to any stores and say, I want to see where my food's grown. I'm not going to take you there.
No.
When you come here to this area and you say, Stewart Microgreens, can I go there and find out what I'm eating? Yes. Call me and I'll walk you around and I'll show you exactly how I'm growing things and what you're getting.
That's the future. Is transparency is the future. If I was like a cattle farmer, I would want people to come out and tour the farm and see how awesome my cattle are. I wouldn't want that to be something I hide. And especially nowadays when we find people now, man, like, I don't know, it used to be better, I should say, with investigative journalists, but it's starting to reemerge sort of with the whole online thing. The YouTubers and such, the coining the phrase, the streamers, YouTubers, people are out there trying to get scoops on some of this stuff now, which is really kind of fun to see that reemerge and finally maybe get some view, because you see things like Joe Rogan where he'll have a lot of environmental people or big farmers on, and they'll be talking about these things where he's right next to, say, a commercial farmer, and you could see the difference in the soil. That's like there's like a line, and you can just literally see it physically on one side being healthier than the other. So we're starting to show that more. We're starting to put it out more, and that's where I fall in all of this. I don't know a lot of what I'm doing yet. I'm still learning. I'm growing a few things. I'm trying to become my own little microgreen business like you do, but way earlier. But you and others are the people that I try to promote. I try, like, people that are already doing it out there, knowing what they're doing, have a good product, because that's the knowledgeable type of a person that we want to see out there. We want to make farmers our next celebrities. No offense, I love music as well. Is such a part of our beings as humans, but we hang that hat on the celebrityism so hard. And you guys both might be able to relate to this, but the whole
I grew up in cornfields, so
right. And music is such a part of that life too.
Me in my area, and they all have websites where they sell their beef.
Nice.
So that's something that people can do. They can actually support their local farmers. They can go to farmers markets and buy.
That's a big
goods.
one. Mm-hmm.
It's
getting bigger.
It's seasonal, but we have several, and a lot of them even take. If you're on like public aid or whatever, they take the coupons. I've
seen that now. Yes.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So they are friendly, and there's been some expansion in the Peoria area specifically because of to address food inequality and food deserts and things like that. So to me, it's an important issue.
Well, this is why I bring music
locally. It's becoming nationwide. There's a WIC program for new mothers.
Yes.
About eating nutritious stuff and giving it to their kids as well. But for example, with me, I accept WIC checks at the farmers markets because I want to get that nutrition out there. And I think we need to have a nationwide program to get this food not only to children, but into nursing homes, into the schools.
That's awesome, and I feel like that's what I want to see more. I want to see it. I don't want to let out all my cats out of my bag, but I'm going to be taking it as an alternative snack to events that aren't necessarily farmers markets. So it's a thing I'm working on. But to wrap my point up though, that's why I bring musicians on, Stephanie, is because music is such a part of human existence. Like there's never, like, I feel like we've never had a time where there was not like rocks, sticks being banged on rocks or something. Right. So my point is they've taken us with this, I don't know if it's mesmerizing, effect with the Tonight Show, the late night show, the late show, all of these sort of adult kind of, edgy kind of shows. What are they really doing? They're taking the celebrities, they're taking the comedy, they're taking musicians, and they're just using it all to dress up their political views, and they're shoving politics down our throat. So I'm taking that back. We're taking that back. We're going to use the musicians, the people who have to. No one tells you when to clock in to practice your instrument. That's never been a thing, right? There's not been very, like, there's very few companies that hire you
if you're working for somebody or not.
Right, but they're hiring you for your talent that you already have.
To show up on time to do a job.
Nobody hired you to learn how to play in the first place. Like you had to know how to play to get that first gig, at least a little bit, right? I mean, I guess there might be a situation.
Develop skills outside of seeking unemployment, yes.
Yeah, and so my point is that spirit is very, very much the same spirit as the entrepreneur, as the small business person, and that is also very much the same spirit as a farmer and someone who's trying to, what's the word, convert the land or control the land. It's his land around him, whatever it is. So anyway, that's my spiel. I think music should 100% be a part of this movement towards sustainability. You can't, like, it's got to be like, we got to bring our rock stars and our celebrities in on it too. Find the ones that have their own gardens and do their own thing. Like I always bring up Mike Tyson's Weed Ranch, and there's a bunch of other ones that have wine vineyards and orchards and whatever it is. It's like, it's popular now. Make it popular, make it hip to like know how to grow something. Like that's what we're doing here. So what's up, Chuck? What's up, everybody? So guys, it looks like we're going the right direction on Rumble. 24 guys, keep it up on the Rumble side. Let's get up to 200 on Rumble, and we'll show Facebook what's up. I'm just kidding. So we've got 75 people hanging out right now. Do you want to hear another song, Scott? Or
I want to hear another one, definitely.
I kind of did too. I was like, she's still there.
I do have one that I could do for you pretty quick here.
Oh man, see, I hate to press, but it's like, it's right there. We want to hear something. It's kind of sucks because we're starved for music, because Facebook will hit you the second you play even like the happy birthday song. You're going to get hit. Ching.
Well, these are all my original songs, so you don't have to worry about that.
Love it. Let's put you up here on the Jumbotron.
It's okay if we don't get along. Maybe I'll just write another love song. What can I do? Where can I go? It does remind me of you. Now you. Maybe I was a surely not you. It's not often that love comes through. Everything just turns into goo. What can I do? Where can I go that doesn't remind me of you? Oh, 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 not you. Just forget about you.
Oh yeah. So we've got some comments over on Rumble. Sir Steve-O, what's up over there? And we got Wes. Wes says the next Jewel. The next
Thank
Jewel.
you.
This is
Definitely.
your original, right? Your original?
Yes, that's another original called Not You. I haven't got that onto the streaming platform yet, but if you are a Spotify or iTunes listener, I am out there under Ophelia's Band. So, and I also have a YouTube channel where I do have my other originals that you heard earlier tonight, and I continue to work on them. You know, as time allows in our schedules.
Right. I mean, it's incredible that you have time to get out there and do the gigs, but then also create your own. So, yeah, that's awesome. I liked it. Do you have those songs for sale anywhere?
Technically, I think through iTunes it is.
Well, yeah. I mean,
In the
boost that
iStore,
shit.
you know, I'm not an Apple user, so I don't see it.
Oh, that's right. You
I'm a
laughed at me when I said
Spotify.
iPhone. You
Yeah,
laughed. She laughed at me. I was like, "What? What do you
I
like?"
have Spotify and like Sirius XM, like are my radio type things.
Ashley says you're better than Jewel.
Thank you. She's
Nice.
very talented. She's still out there gigging, I think. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Wow.
you don't have longevity as a musician. You have to take advantage of it when you can. You know, and people don't realize like it's a lot of work, especially at the local level. People set up all this equipment, and it can be kind of grueling for a body. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things that if you take gummies and things like that, like I do, it makes makes getting through the day a little easier.
A little chill, huh? A little chill in the day. Well, it's kind of like
Well,
now.
it keeps your muscles limber. You know what I mean? It's just easier to move them, not so stiff. I used to take like just strictly like CBD and stuff too. But then I added, THC to the mix, and it seems to work for me.
Well, there you go. We've got plenty of awesome sponsors that make awesome products like that, like our friend Master Rochi, who makes this awesome beard oil.
I think I actually
Get me in
bought some of
contact with
their
him.
CBD oil at
Need a
a
what?
event in Peoria.
I need a lot of help.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah, he does have CBD oil. He's got the Simply Syrup. He's got a
I
bunch
think
of
it was
awesome
like a
things.
nighttime formula
Okay, yeah,
that I purchased.
CBN.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Well, thank you again, and I won't make you give us all your personal songs, but it's been a hell of a night, guys. It looks like we're not going to get to that Grow Fam hat at 100, but 75 people hanging out. It's not bad. Not bad. Scott, hopefully we can get you some followers though, for sure. And I'm going to have you come on my Monday show sometime as our third chair with Sir Steve-O and myself, because we're always looking for growers to pick apart what we're doing. Steve-O's he's in between grows right now, but he's going to be growing some Charlotte's Web, a famed strain that is out there. So it's a pretty high in the medicinal factors on the CBD side. And so we're excited to be watching that unfold. And myself, I'm over here playing. I'm over here playing with spider mites. I don't know if you know. Yeah, Steph, you may not know what those are, but when you say spider mites around most growers, they run the other way.
I would suspect it's not exactly a good sign, but
Well, it is not, but I have learned a lot about them recently, and that's part of the thing. Like, I want to be an expert on them by the end of this, because I want not only do I want to be able to just take care of it myself, which a lot of people will just get rid of everything, clean the area, whatever, start over. That's not really understanding the problem, though. Like, that's not going to understand. That's not going to get you to the point where you could help someone else when they have the issue. And then, so there's a lot of things that I like to experiment. I like to live by the school of hard knocks. I hate to read books on things until I need to. I like to just I want to find it out myself, and then go and have to find out that it's a thing. You know?
but a lot of other people have done some hard work for you.
They have, but you can get lost in that as well. You can get tunnel vision by
That's
looking
true.
at what everyone else does on something, and never come up with innovation, and you can get sucked into the wrong way of thinking as well. And there's so many ways to grow stuff, and not only that, but I tell people like maybe yourself who you said you're not really the green thumb. And you might even say the famed line that where everyone says this, right, Scott? Oh, I would just kill it. Anything I've ever grown, I've just killed it. You know, people say that, right, all the time. But the thing is, you just haven't found the thing that you can grow yet. Sometimes it's
radish. I'm telling you, radish. It's the easiest to grow.
So you got your go-to. Well, I would say like lettuces and stuff. But my point is, like, some people just like they might have tried one thing. Oh, that whatever flower I tried to grow, it just died. Well, try something easier or try something different, because you might not have your thing.
Keep trying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We showed off some air plants last night. These weird little plants that literally just grow in the air, like they don't need soil or anything. They don't need water.
I've actually killed an air plant before.
Oh my god, not enough humidity.
I don't know. It was weird. I've spritzed it but I have some succulents and some regular houseplants like mother-in-law tongue.
Those are good.
Philodendron. Stuff. Standard stuff.
I'm not a houseplant guy. I'm like, I can't eat it.
It's good. It gives you oxygen.
Well, but there are uses though, so I push back against myself on it, because there's oxygen. The greenery really is a mood booster type of thing. I'm sure Scott would agree. Like when you have a whole room full of green
as well, which is useful.
That's a big
too,
one.
If you're if you're into the natural homeopathic stuff too.
They also clean the air. There's an air cleaning about it. Stop playing with them, Waylon. Playing with who? Was I messing with you guys? Michelle. I got cut off, Brad. Well, I'm not sure what that means, brother. Well, we're at the hour and 40 minutes. So we're going to be wrapping things up here in a little bit. But yeah, I definitely hope to see both of you back. Excuse me, on any night. Oh, the spider mites. Yeah, I'm not really playing with them, Michelle. I was trying different things. I had ladybugs. I got some predatory mites, but I don't think I had enough, and they're very expensive, so I'm not going to go that route again. And then so now I'm back to, I use something called Prime Superior, which a lot of you heard me talk about. It's a excellent product. It's an inoculant. It's a booster of the immune system of the plant. It puts like a layer of mycelium over the plant, and it also sort of infects the insects, including the good ones, which is why I didn't want to use it, because it kills my ladybugs too, right? So it's like, it sucks, but now I'm back to that. And I've also seen some other remedies, some essential oils, some other ways to kill them off and such. So we're
tea tree oil, telling you.
Tea tree oil
gets rid of spider mites. Every time.
Yeah, and everything's in veg still, so I don't have anything that's flowering, but it's a good call.
Do you have to dilute that oil before you apply?
I would think so, yeah. Some water and tea tree oil, right? 1-to-1 maybe.
1-to-1 is what I do. And that's for the plants that grow on the outside. With the microgreens, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I feel like they're so fast. I shouldn't have to worry about microgreens. Like you're harvesting, I grew some, and they got super long and tall because I didn't know what I was doing, and they were these tall like stalks. Like, those are not microgreens anymore, I guess. I threw them in salads or whatever. So yeah, I'll be doing that here, more and more of that soon. I just didn't want to do it yet until I had this other issue under control. Tell you what, they don't touch the basil though. The basil's going insane in the membrane. I got to get all that cut down, and I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to I have a certain room that I'm going to set up like a little drying area for hanging up all the basil and such. So it's going to be a thing.
All right.
Did you ever play an instrument, Scott?
Bass and guitar.
Well, geez.
Wonderful.
Could have you in there. Like, we could just have a little party going on with the musicians. Could play together. I wonder if that would sound terrible. It might overcut, like the audios would cut each other out. But yeah, I played the alto clarinet, and I can do a mean non-music harmonica.
Harp player on the scene.
Did you say harp?
Yeah.
Harp. That would be really cool.
That's what they call it. Like, instead, like,
Oh.
blow the harp.
Well, I thought you meant a real harp. Nobody plays a real harp
like
anymore.
A blues harmonica.
I'm thinking like an angel playing a, isn't that what that is?
I do have a cousin though who's a music teacher. Like, she went to school for music and she knows all the stuff. Like, she actually knows how to play one of those things.
Like, isn't that what that is? The big one, that like.
Yeah, she actually knows how to play one of those giant monsters.
Man, I feel like you could have that playing in the like you could be playing that in the background while we're doing the show, and you just be the background music. That'd be crazy.
They used to actually have a place near me. I believe it was. Well, I don't think they played harp. Maybe they did have a harpist there. They definitely had a piano player, with the big grand piano and the big dinner place. The local people, if anybody's watching me, will know this. This was called Mellings, and there was a giant like steer with horns like on the statue on the top of the, like, you could get prime rib there. You know what I mean? It was
I think I remember the
beef
steer.
A beef place,
Beef.
But they had like a piano player. They may have had a harpist, back in the day. The building's still there, but it's been repurposed. There may actually be a restaurant in there now. I can't remember. It's been a while.
I like that idea, Margaret.
But
yeah, they changed stuff so fast
in that area. A lot of beef producers. So,
cheers, everybody! Cheers! It's been a wonderful show. Thank you both again, and. It's gonna be warming up soon. I mean, I feel like we're gonna get hit again one more time with something at some point, but good weather's coming. We had nice weather here actually today.
It was nice. I took the dog for a walk today. It was good to get out.
Stephanie, have you ever heard of the House Guitars?
No, I have not.
It's in Rochester, New York, and some of the biggest musicians ever have recorded there.
Nice. You
want the original Stratocaster? It's in there. The original Fender, it's in there, and you can buy them.
I'll have to check that out sometime. I've never really explored the New York area. Not much of the Northeast, to be honest, because I'm a Midwest gal. But I've been to the Northeast for like to New York, to Boston, stuff like that. But I've not really, driven around much.
Cheers, Diane. Cheers. Yeah, Ashley, thank you. Yeah, Wes, I can't see the comments anymore. My phone died over there, my other phone. I have 4 screens in front of me, 8 lights in my face. Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. It's been fun. Scott, I definitely want to pick your brain a little bit after this, if you don't mind.
Well, that's fine.
A couple questions I have. I don't want to let all the secret sauce out, you know what I mean? But I will say that you guys will be seeing Scott around again. Grow fam, thank you guys again out there that helped me share and like and tag and all that. And people will be watching this again after the show. So both of you will be getting some replays, I'm sure. Please let me know if you want to get a copy of this or anything like that too. So we can always, I could always try to cut out your songs too. Might be worth you grabbing, Stephanie. I'm not sure, but we'll think
That would
about
be
that.
awesome, actually, Waylon.
I honestly, the audio from StreamYard is not going to be as flattering as you might like. So we'll see. We'll see. For sure.
I always like to, yeah, just even for general feedback purposes and understanding, there's just so much out there in terms of software when it comes to streaming and so many options, and it's good to
100%.
play around and just see how it goes. It's like you were saying earlier, you could get strung up on 50 different websites telling you how to do it until you got to start somewhere.
For sure. Okay, so Scott, what else? Any final shout outs? Anything that you wanted to say that you maybe didn't get to say?
My biggest thing is I want people to start eating healthier. Question where your food comes from. How's it grown? If you don't know, don't buy it. Eat healthy. Eat organic. It's the best thing for you. And when you buy local, you're supporting your local farmer.
I was hitting that a bunch of times, but I was hitting it too fast and it wouldn't let it play. All of those were dingable points for sure. Supporting local is getting huge. These events are not just farmers markets anymore. They've got all kinds of things going on. The local dispensaries are hanging out at these markets. You've got people with art, people with there's musicians at these markets. Like they're hot spots now. I plan to be going to my local one for sure. Steph, anything that you want to shout out? Ophelia's band, guys, check them out on YouTube. Check them out on Spotify.
Yes, give me a listen, follow, and I'll be uploading more content soon, as well as, supporting your local farmers markets. Support your local musicians as well, because, they're out there doing what they can. And, you know what I mean? It's not always so glamorous as people want to say. It's a lot of work, sometimes for little or no, return, but you do it for the love of doing it, too. And, sometimes that's kind of what people can experience with farming and stuff too. I think, it's just like sometimes it is a struggle. So, but you just keep doing what you can.
100%. It's a huge crossover. Thank you both. And if you both want to hang out for a minute, we'll talk for a second here. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. Go follow both of our guests. Go check them out and see what they can do. Maybe get a kit from Scott for starting your own microgreens would be cool to as a starter. So it sounded like a really good deal. And otherwise, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night. And tomorrow you got Certified Terpy Thursdays, don't forget, with Sir Steve-O. And then you got Fam Friday on Fridays. So we'll see you all later.
Thank you, Waylon. Thank you, Steph.
Peace.
Thank you.